this is Andrea. I'm going to be sharing with you another dream that I had that specifically ties in with the Saviour complex. And the dream that I had, which I have quite often, was as follows. I'm traveling in a car with friends of mine, and we are going somewhere. And I have this dream quite often, and we have to stay overnight. It's been arranged that we're staying at somebody's house, somebody's family friend or somebody that we heard of that said that we can come and stay at their house. And then we get there, and the house is like really old. It's like one of these little South African towns that we're driving through, and it's a really old historical house or piece of land or whatever. And then we stay in the house, and then during the dream, what I become aware of is that there is a demon or a ghostly presence on this property. And then what happens dream after dream is that as I become aware of this presence, it usually approaches from the outside, and that we're either in the garden and I scream run, and we run inside the house and I get everybody into the house. And then as this ghost or demon approaches, what I will do is I will then first go into anxiety and fear, and then I will stand up to this ghost or demon and realize that I'm able to stop this being. And then I stand up to this being, and I actually stand up in the dream and I face this demon, and I say to it, stop, you will not do this, this is unacceptable. And in some dreams there's, for example, the point of me having to do, specific placement of myself where I have to like take very physical presence and clarity to confront this demon. Sometimes, it takes on different forms. The demon might chase us, or the demon, it's different variations of the same point. So symbolically, what this dream is telling me is with regards to the point of wanting to be the Savior, seeing the point of the darkness being the demon that comes out of nowhere to attack us, and then the point of the light, which is protecting people and being good, and the opposite polarity, which is that please demon, don't attack us, we're good people, and that kind of thing. And that within that I am the Savior that emerges. Like in the dream, I don't know that I have this ability to stand up to demons and to stop demons. I'm just a normal person traveling with friends, and all of a sudden it's like everybody goes into absolute fear. This demon is like almost attacking people or about to attack people, and everybody is cowering and afraid and crying, and I all of a sudden realize I can do this. And then I stand up to the demon. And it's symbolic very much of wanting to, of believing the polarity point of good, bad, and believing self to be the Savior that can save people and take on the evil and take on the darkness. So it's a very interesting point, because if you look at it the way that I'm looking at right now, is the point of believing the make-believe construct of good and bad. Because for a dream like that to exist within me means that I'm existing within the make-believe of polarity, that there is good in the world and there is bad in the world, and that resonant point exists. And I've already created that point, because it's, for a long time I wanted to be a Savior. I wanted to be, before I came to the Destiny people, I was into, spirituality and guides and all of that, and I believed that they were demons and they were fallen beings who were now trapped in the dimensions, and that there were guides and there were angels and there were good beings. So I was following very much the light weenie point of there's the good and the bad, and that the good can overcome the bad, and that you just need to call upon the angels and your guides and all that stuff. And by participating in that for many, many, many years, what I've now realized is that resonantly that has created an outflow, which is that even though consciously I'm not participating in that anymore, the fact that I'm having dreams where I am playing out these polarity point scenarios where I emerge as the savior tells me, and it has been brought to my attention within discussing the dream, that that is resonantly what is still playing out, is that resonant desire to still be the savior. So that is very interesting, because that is all part of make-believe, and that is how you then get your movies that are being based on that, cartoons that are being based on that, video games. And this is how people are, what I'm experiencing as a dream is actually being produced and manufactured in this world as movies, as games, avatars, and people are through that attempting to live out, as I attempted to in my dream, live out the savior complex. And what I would suggest for people to, for example, look at the point of where do I participate in that point? When I play video games, when I watch movies, when I read a book and I imagine myself being that character, even the type of books that I like. And what do I participate on the internet? Am I into gaming? Am I into going onto YouTube and creating little avatar personality characters and then participating with people? I am so-and-so from the so-and-so and I will defeat you. So my suggestion from what I've realized here is to be aware of what is it in your actual world that you are creating as make-believe. Because in my dream, I was creating that. But for most people, which is the exact same thing, whether it's happening in my head or whether I'm creating in my environment, most people are doing it through some medium: TV, games, books, magazines, internet, YouTube. And that, I would suggest, that's your point number one, where you're able to actually flag that point and go, oh, wait a minute, that point is existent within me. Why is it that I do what I do within my environment? Everything is specific. Everything shows you what is actually going on in here. And then you're able to, as I've seen now, go even deeper and go, how did I create that point? Why did I create the outflow and the little movie or the little game where I get to be the superhero? Oh, I believe in the make-believe construct of positive, negative, good, bad, right, wrong. Where in my world do I still believe in that? Oh, I believe that there's good people, bad people, da-da-da-da-da. So the cycle, the resonance cycle that gets created there is that which I believe in, I'm participating in on some level, and then I end up then believing it again. And what happens is that the media is impulsing us the whole time based on the make-believe fantasy world that we already have existent within the mind. And all that the media has to do is impulse us the whole time with new images, games, projects, possibilities. Here's a platform for you on the internet to be whoever you want. YouTube is a big one for that. Be whoever you want on YouTube. You can make up any little character. It's not really who you are, but you can make up this little character. And therefore, then we see it on television or on the internet. We play the game or we watch the movie. We get a feeling, and the feeling links in with the make-believe that is already in my mind, and I feel I'm a part of it. Wow. And then that's how we get trapped back into the same cycle of make-believe, which is not real. It's not really who we are. It is an energetic feeling experience that you are generating with your mind, which the physical is responding as the reaction of feeling or excitement or some energetic experience or annoyance, and then you believe it is who you are. And you believe me as the savior or me as the hero must be real, because look at what's happening inside of me. Look what's coming up. Now that coming up is the resonant point that is that is resonantly creating this experience for you. You're becoming it, and then we believe it. So the point that I will be working there is with regards to the point of the belief of good, bad, right, wrong, evil, good, all those points where I still believe that that point